This video captures a live demo of IBM Z Operations Analytics on Elastic Stack. This is Dave Willoughby. Some quick context. The main product we're going to see is IBM Z Operations Analytics, shown in the center, that provides significant customer value for IBM Z customers to operate their environments. We'll show it on Elastic Stack, and implicitly the data that's coming into Elastic Stack is via the IBM common data provider for Z systems, shown on the left. We'll start our quick tour of the welcome dashboard for IBM Z Operations Analytics. A general overview of the product with some quick links. Our first dashboard is the systems dashboard, and we'll look at this day last week, which had a bunch of really good data. There are two panels for every major subsystem. KICS shown at the top, and then DB2, IMS, and MQ. So that's a good overview of the whole system. There's also an overview of jobs, and likewise this day last week had a good set of data. CPU utilization, working set size, paging rates, and I/O rates. We can go deeper into each. For example, DB2. And again, let's go back to this day last week. And more information just about DB2. Working set size, paging rates, I/O rates. Now let's go to a whole different set of less metric-oriented, these special security dashboards. One for RACF, this day last week. We can see failed login attempts by user ID, Snoopy and Lucy, and then by terminal ID, some more data on failed logins, file accesses, etc. So that's cool. There's one more specialty security related, Z Secure, and again this day last week. There's a whole bunch of verification failure histograms for various users, authorization failures, RACF activity. Very good. Now let's go to another style of dashboard, that being saved searches. Many listed. For example, MQ messages coming in regularly, and even this day last week. There was a cadence, and you can see IBM saved just what it takes to pull out MQ messages like the CSQ asterisk and various job names, and you can see these error codes here. But let's go back to to dashboards. Let's try another one. DB2 lock conflict, so something also interesting. And again, so you can see that pattern repeating even this day last week. The DSNT 376Is, 501Is for these DB2 instances with those job names. And let's look at one more saved search that IBM's loaded up. What was I thinking? Yep, performance, KICS transaction server job metrics. So while the other ones were error messages, you might say, or this is SMF data, kind of the raw ingestion view. We'll scroll down here. You can see it's SMF30, the type, and it has performance metrics like this I/O rate and CPU utilization. Kind of the magic behind the other dashboards we looked at earlier. Yet another dashboard type we want to look at is kind of the big part of this product is problem insights. A few in the last 24 hours, this day last week, there were a few. And what we have here is the message IDs, error codes perhaps. This one has a count of 144. We can click on that, and again, a pretty familiar Explorer view of the data. And then if we go back to the dashboard and suggested actions, it pops up a bunch of text to help you deal with that problem. Also, beside all these things supplied by IBM, you could always create your own virtualizations. Let's give that a try. I will use that index, add a metric. Whoops, a little too fast. We're going to use the average of this field. Let's pick IO rate. Awesome. And then I already got one started. Just the average of working set. Just picking a few. And on the x-axis, we want date histogram using the timestamp. Let's see what that draws out for us. So yeah, you can mash up your own metrics on the same time scale. And now just to show you kind of what the IBM assets are that we load on top of Elastic Stack. 17 dashboards. Here's those saved searches, visualizations that are used for the dashboard. So these are all IBM assets that IBM supplies a script to load all these into Elastic Stack. So that's it, a quick tour of IBM's IBM-Z operations analytics on Elastic Stack. So thanks for watching.